Okay. Just check my internet connections. Okay. All right. If you happen to lose me anywhere, just let me know. In case I'm breaking or something. Okay, so we'll go to where we stopped. So we were using this documentation in our yesterday's class. This was about a baseline survey questionnaire for small fish farmers in Lamu County. So we were looking at what are some of the key things that we would like to understand from these small fish farmers, so that whenever we are designing programs for these fish farmers, we need to have them in mind. And that's what we call a baseline or a needs assessment. So we are doing needs assessment. However, we are trying to anonymize or do some anonymity on the respondents. So we don't ask them their name, we don't ask them phone number, we don't ask them their email address. We just start by collecting some demographic information which can help us understand their gender, their level of education, and if possible, we would have also asked which part of Lamu County are you coming from. So if we have sub-counties in Lamu, yes. So we have also to ask those respective sub-counties. That's how best we can be able to understand how diverse the respondents of our questionnaire are. That will help us a lot. Okay, so this is what we've been using in our design, in our data collection design. So we have already provided information about the first section, which is section 1. So for today's session, we are supposed to proceed to section 2. So section 2 is also a structured just like section 1. So for your case, Marcy, you will just pick it up from here, but you later on add these questions on top of these ones, which will still work for you. So we'll just proceed and go to this. And then from there, we'll go to this, the financial matters, and then we go to section 4, which is the last part. Okay. So for your case, Marcy, you will need to log into Kobo Toolbox. After you log into Kobo Toolbox, so I already saved this work. So once you log into Kobo Toolbox, if you have never worked on any project, you will see everything blank. You will not even see draft like for us. But now for your case, you attended the Kobo Toolbox physical workshop during the Datathon Mombasa, you will see whatever thing you started worked on to something you had worked on in the previous engagement. So you'll see it under draft, but if you ended up deploying it, then you will see it under deployed. So what we want you to do, we want you to click on this new button and then click on the build from scratch and then click on enter title of project here. Under title, you just go here to this document. You need to log into this. You need to access this document that we are using. And now you will just come and copy this baseline survey questionnaire. So you just want to copy this and then come here to the baseline, paste it here as the title or the project title. And then the description of the project, you'll go to the baseline survey again and copy this description, project description. So that's what you need to do, Marcy. Are you able to join this document and work on it now?
Yes.
Okay. So access it. And our class is totally hands-on. So we want to move, but we don't want to leave you behind far away. We want you to be able to have created a project, and then now we can proceed to section 2. Then you will later on follow the recording and now create section 1. Now that you already have some foundation from the previous engagement and also through the recording, you'll understand how to have this already in your form. So I can allow you to share your screen as you come up to here. Have you been able to log in to your account? Have you been able to log into your account?
Yes, I've logged in.
Okay, let me stop sharing and then you share your screen so that we can guide you from there. So when you want to share your screen, you'll see near the mic, there is an icon pointing to the top, the arrow going upwards. That's where you click on it. Is a button for sharing your screen. You click on that, and then you will see share screen. You click on share screen. After clicking on share screen, it will ask you to share the entire screen. You just click on the icon that is in the middle. Then you'll be able to have shared your screen. Icon in the middle, click on share. Click on the screen, you see entire screen inside, then you click on share. That's how you share your screen.
I'm accessing the Kobo toolkit from my phone, so I'm not sure if I can share that.
What? Do you have your machine? Can you access it with your machine, please? Because it will be easier for you even to follow along.
I don't
Yes,
have access to it right now.
I don't have access to your machine. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we'll just proceed then. That's the case. You will of course follow along later on after this, right? So all right, so let me share my screen now. Okay. Right, fine. So we go back. So here we go now to section 2. So in section 2, this will be our, in the section 2, this will be our group. This will be the group title, which is section 2, group title. And then these are the questions that we need to have. Again, for this time round, we'll just start the way we started for the section 1. We'll go to draft. Of course, under draft, you will see this form. Then you just click on this pen to start editing, edit in the form builder. So when you click on it, you can we had worked on section 1. So you just need to start from here. So down here, there are 2 buttons. There's a button showing you that you want to add a question here, and there's a button that is outside here. This plus button inside here means the question you want to add in here is related to this section. But the second one shows that this one is actually at another group or another section. So you need to be keen while adding this while after creating this group. So if you have a question that still belongs to this category, you just click on this and you add here. If you have a new question totally from another group, you start a new group here. So start other questions that do not relate to this category. Once you click on that, you go to the baseline survey that we are using, you copy this first question, which is asking where do you primarily source your fingerlings? So you copy this question and then you go to the baseline. Yes.
I didn't manage to group my questions.
You are not able to manage group. Okay, share your screen. Share your screen first, and then we can be able to proceed. So just want to ensure that we are together. So share your screen, and I'll show you how. Okay. I think there is some echo coming from your side. There is some echo coming from your side. I don't know what's happening there.
I'm not able to share my screen.
But you had shared. I saw you had shared the screen. You had shared your screen. You can still try again. Try again. Yeah, I can see it. Yes, I can see your screen. So, what you do, you need to hold on control button on your laptop. Hold on control button on control key on your keyboard, and then select 1.1 while still holding control. Select 1.1 by tapping on it. No, tap on the edge on the icon that you see on the very far left. No, not that one, the other one now, the last one. The last icon that you see. The last icon that you see, the circle one. The circle one, there's a Kasako there. Yeah, that one is selected. Do the same now while still holding control. Select the second one, second question at the same place, which is what is your age. Yeah, you see now they are highlighted. Now scroll down, scroll down. Use the scroller on your right. Use the scroller on your right to scroll down so that you can see the other questions that are below. Scroll down on your right. Scroll down using that arrow. You can release the control. Just release the control and scroll down. Oh, they dropped again. They dropped again. So hold on control. Select Scroll down. Use the use the scroll bar. The scroll bar. Use the scroll bar. Use the scroll bar. Use the scroll bar. It will be better. Use the scroll bar.
Able to select question 1.4.
Yeah. So select 1.4 also.
I'm not able to select it.
Hold on control and select it.
Holding it.
I think there is this top. There's something on the top which is hindering you from doing that. So this one showing you desktop one, new desktop. They are hindering you from doing that. So first group those questions first. First click on the icon for grouping, which is on the top. The third icon from the top left. The third icon from the top left. Click on that. Grouping is disabled. Now we want to know if it has been grouped or not yet. First select two. Just first select two questions and click on that icon. Repeat the procedure. Are you able to select? It's grouped now. Yes, it's grouped. So you can see at the top is group. So you go to the baseline and copy the title for section 1. Go to the baseline and copy the title for section 1. The top. Go up. Yeah, you seen section 1? Section 1 demographic and farm profile. So you copy that, section 1 demographic and farm profile. You copy that and go and paste to the other side. Yeah, copy that, then go to your baseline Kobo and you paste that there. That's okay now. So scroll down so that you can see those questions that are not yet in this group. Now, while there, I want
How
you
am I
to
going to remove this desktop one and new desktop?
click inside desktop 1. Inside desktop 1, click there. Yes. I think that is okay now. So I want you to drag. You see where you are selecting the question. No, don't go down. Don't go down. I want you to be able to see the group that is at the top. I want you to see 1.3. I want you to be able to see 1.3. So 1.3. I want you to be able to see 1.3.
Okay. Seeing it. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want you to hold on you see that where you are selecting question 3, 1.3, where you are selecting it. I want you to hold on the left button and drag it, left button on your either your laptop or your mouse. Hold on the left button, left click, and drag it and drop it inside that group. Drag it as if you want to take it to the top. Drag kama unataka kuiingiza pale katikati. Rudi hapo tena kwanza. Hold on the. Chunione. Let me see how you are doing that. Let me see how you are doing that. Let me just see how you are doing that. Just help you easily. Yes, you should be able to carry it when you hold on the left click. Left click.
Okay.
Yeah, so left click should be able to move it. So hold left click, bado kama umekatalia kwa left click, then drag it kama unaipandisha juu. Kama bado umeshika left click. Unaona imeenda juu sasa. So ihakikisha inaenda hapo, achilia hapo. Imeingia juu ya ile ingine ama iko wapi? Tuone. Hebu scroll juu kama imeenda juu kabisa. Scroll juu. Juu tena.
Yeah.
So iko juu. So you need to drag it. Penye iko tu drag irudi chini. Penye iko tu ifanya tu the same thing but drag ukiacha ikipita maswali zingine ikishuka chini. Hold kwanza, iselect kwanza. You drag, uache ipite 1, ipite 2, then achilia hapo. Songesha hapo, yuko bado chini hapo. Achilia hapo. Imetoka. Iko nje tena. Hivyo ndivyo unafaa ufanye. So you just need to kufanya hivyo polepole so that you see accurately. Inafaa ikuwe chini. Inafaa kuwe ndio. Scroll tena, peleka juu kidogo hapo. Pana isipite hiyo, isipite tu hapo hapo hapana. Bado iko juu ya 1.2. So drag tu tena uilete ikuwe chini ya hiyo 1.2. Ikuwe chini, sikuwe juu ya 1.2. So ukimaliza utachukua hiyo 1.4 ingie hapo tu chini. Pia ingie chini, isiingie juu ya 1.2. Unaona hiyo 1.4 imeingia vizuri. 1.4 imeingia vizuri. So weka hapo pia 1.5. I think shida ni kama hiyo swali iko open. Hiyo swali kama iko open, unaona 1.4 imekuwa rahisi kuifunga. So kitu unaweza fanya kufunga the swali, kufunga the swali, kuna hiyo icon iko hapo. Unaona hiyo icon iko chini ya 1.6 for example. Unaona umefanya vizuri 1.5. So 1.5 ni rahisi kuibeba uiweke kwa group. So 1.6 pia i-minimize na hiyo arrow. Hiyo arrow iko hapo next kwa 1.6, chini ya 1.6. Kuna hiyo arrow iko chini ya 1.6. Utai-click hiyo arrow imepoint chini, utai-click, ita squeeze hiyo swali hivyo, inakuwa rahisi. Na uko na 1.5 zako ni mbili ama mimi naona vibaya? Yeah, so uta drag tu hivyo. I think ulikosea, kulikuwa na yenye ilikuwa 1.6 alafu ingine ni 1.7. So drag tu hizo uziweke alafu utabadilisha. So drag tu hivyo, hiyo pia unaweka ndani hivyo. Yeah. So hivyo ndio venye unafanya kama umefanya kando kando, but the easiest way is to select all alafu una click on the group button. Yeah. So ensure that you edit hiyo maswali ifuatane venye imefuatana kwa ile Excel, kwa ile Word document. So we can proceed now. Hiyo iko sawa? You'll rearrange.
I will.
So.
I stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now we proceed to the next part. So in the next part, we want to start by creating. We don't want to start creating. We can start by creating a question. So you click on this plus symbol, as we said. You go to this baseline, the documentation. Go to the documentation. Go to the documentation. Once you're in the documentation, you go to this section 2, you copy this question. Where do you primarily source your fingerlings? So you copy this question and you come to the baseline, you paste that question here. So you copy and paste. You copy and paste. Once you copy and paste, you come to add question. So which type of question will this be? So here is where you select the type of question. Which type of question will this be?
Select one. Select one.
Select one. Where do you primarily source your fingerlings? This is select one. So click on select one. Thank you. That's okay. Then we go to our we go back to our documentation. We look at these choices, response types. So these are the choices. So where do you primarily source? So if we want to know the primary source, then we can select it to make it select one. But if we want them to select anywhere they usually source, then we have to leave the select menu, which will be a checkbox. So we copy this local hatchery, we come here to the baseline, we paste that as option 1, we go back to our documentation, we copy imported or bought from another county, you copy, come on the baseline, you paste here, click on this add another question, click to add another question, you come back to the documentation. While the catch, this means that you are catching them from the lake, you copy and come and paste here, and then you come back to the baseline and ask, this one is self-bred on farm. So this means that this person is hatching the fish, is the one producing the fish is using to farm. So that's that. You see? So that's how we added and we add the questions to Kobo Toolbox. Then you go to the next question. So we'll just remove these. Okay. So the next question is, how often do you test your water quality? You see? So I want you to start copying this. So let's copy that. So which type of question will this be? Mercy? Which type of question is this? Here, when you click on this plus symbol, come here to the baseline. Mercy, if you will answer, you can answer that. Copy
You
this.
select one.
Yeah, this is also select one question. That's good. So how often do you test your water quality? Click on the plus symbol, click on the select one, and then you copy this and paste there. So this is daily, weekly, monthly.
Hello.
So I'm just copying and pasting, so I'm not talking. All right, so once you're done copying and pasting, then that is absolutely nice. Now we proceed. You just click on the plus button again, you go back to your baseline and take the next question. What is your primary source of feed? What is your primary source of feed? So you copy this, go to the baseline, paste, you click on this add question, come back to the baseline here. So is it commercial pellets? What is your primary? So here is like select one as well. So you copy this and you come here to select one, primary. So we expect someone to choose the one that is the best. Suppose we want to know all their sources, then we make it select many type of a question. Suppose we want to know all their sources of where they do get fish feeds. Make it select many. Natural productivity, combination of sources. We even have combination of sources. We have a combination of sources. So we have combination of sources here. Okay. That's how we do it. Next, on average, what is your annual harvest in kgs? What is your annual harvest in kgs? That's the question. On average, what is your annual harvest in kgs? Which type of a question is this? Who is willing to help us?
Numbers.
It is
Numbers.
numbers. So numbers, that means that we don't expect the person to say it is 38.5 kgs. So we just expect someone to say it is 35, it is 40, and so on. Suppose we want someone to mention that it is with point something, then we go with the decimal. But so for this case, let's just go with decimal and see how decimal also looks like. Now that we have already used numbers for several times. So this decimal allows the participant to key in with the decimal points. Numbers does not allow decimal points. So you need to be keen on that if suppose your people responding to the form would like to have point something. Okay. And then this next one is, how would you rate the general health of your fish? How would you rate the general health of your fish stock in the past 12 months? So you just copy this. This is asking, how would you rate the general health of your fish stock over the past 12 months? Which type of a question is this?
One.
Select one. Mercy?
Select one.
Select one. For me, I feel rating is the best. So let's try and see. We want to try both, and we'll preview our form and see how the difference that will be there. So we want to try both. So I'll click on select one first and copy and paste these very poor. This one we call a Likert scale. If you hear about a Likert scale, this is what we call a Likert scale. And the questions that have Likert scale are often treated as a rating type of a question. Likert scale is where, for example, very poor has a certain feeling over poor, and poor has a certain feeling over average. So we have different type of Likert scales. We have those that measure satisfaction. How satisfied are you? Such like questions. Good, I don't know what. We have even never, often, sometimes. Those ones are also called Likert scale questions. Likert scale question can be questions that just have 3 answers, 5 answers, 7 answers, and sometimes can even have 10 others. So let's try to treat them the way you have suggested. You can even usually copy these, all of them, and you can go to your baseline and you can paste them all here, and then you can just copy from here instead of going back every time. Right? You can copy them from here. So I want us to try have both your select one, and let us also have the rating. Then once you have that, you can just cut this here. This was very poor, so I should copy from here and come here, select from average, cut, then come here, select from here, then come here, then from here we select excellent, remove excellent from here, just here. Okay, so we have this. Let's also create the same question, but with rating. Sorry, with rating. So I'll click on that, copy it, click on this plus and paste here. But this time round, I select rating. Let's see how the rating looks like. So rating looks like kind of different. Enter the question. So the rating question often feels like maybe you have more than, it's like going to create for you a matrix of rating. So let me remove this. Let me see options. So options here we can have, okay, a question can go here. So the question can go here. So the first option here is where you can have your very poor. This is the type of, this is the rating, how it will look like, very poor, poor. So this is often used when you have for example, you are evaluating different things at the same time. So rating is usually good in that scenario where you are evaluating different questions at the same time with the same measure. For example, if we were to ask about this program, data collection and field research and M&E data related. So suppose we were to assess this program, we can assess the instructor, we can assess the content, you see? But let's say we just want to assess the instructor, we put here, assess the content, we put here, but we are assessing them on the same metrics, like very poor, average. So here is where the rating can really work like magic for you. So you don't paste that one question here. Here it will be just be rate the following. Yeah, rate the following. See? And even this rate the following, you can be told in the bracket that 1 represents very poor, so that you don't put poor here, so that you don't put poor average here. So 1 represents poor, 2 represents poor. So this was very poor. So 2 represents poor, 3 represents average, you see, and 4 represents good, and 5 represents excellent, right? And then once you have that, you can now have all your questions here. And then now you change from very poor, you put 1. Where there is poor, you put 2. Where there is average, you put 3. Where there is good, you put 4. And where there is excellent, you put 5. Just like that. So we can now preview our form. So I want you to do the same. At the top, just rate the following. So you just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you put excellent, very poor, going onwards. And then now down here is where you paste your question. If you had another question that also needs the same rating, you don't have to create another rating type of a question. You just add it here. So it becomes easier, especially on things that relate to each other. Especially on things that relate to each other. Okay. Once you are done, you can just save your work so far. We can just save this and preview. You click on this icon to preview your form. Preview your form to see how your form is coming out. So you see, just look at how this looks like and look at how this looks like. Anyway, both of them, they're just representing the same thing. But suppose you were to have now 1, 2, 3 to 5, then the rating is the best instead of using this other one. So I want you, to do the same for your case. You'll delete this one, just have this one, and then let me know once you're done creating this. So I'll delete this one. So to delete this one, you click on this bin icon to delete this question so that we remain with the one that is below. Okay, so Kobo will ask you to verify that you agree, then you'll be good to go. So just do that. Let me know once you're done.
Okay.
Are you succeeding?
Almost.
Okay. 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 Yeah, masses shared attachment. So, Mercy, you have to interchange. How would you rate your fish health for the past 12 months? Ndio inafaa ikuwe penye kuna hii rate the following. Alafu hii rate the following ndio inafaa ikuwe huku juu. So that your form is better. So that your form outlook once you preview the form itakuwa inakaa better. So you'll just shift that. So you'll just shift that so that hapa chini rate the following ikuwe juu. Alafu hii how do you rate ikuwe chini. Yes. Umu, how far?
I'm done.
All right, all right, all right. All right, so we proceed. So we go to the last question on this section. Do you use any form of record keeping? So you copy this, you go here. The answer is yes. Detailed writing records, yes. Simple mental notes, no. I rely on memory. So we have these responses. So which type of question this is? Which type of question is this? What do you think? At Umu?
Think select one the best.
Yeah, select one is the best. So we go. Sorry. So we start by copying the question first. So select one is the best there. We copy, we go to the baseline, we paste that question, we go to add question, ensure you select one, go to your baseline, then take the responses. And you go to the baseline, you paste your responses, just ensure that you correctly have them. Okay. Right. Click on this plus symbol, proceed. So we don't have another question in this section. So this will mean that we have to put this in a group. So we said you select, hold on control, select. So this is the challenge of using the mobile phone. While the mobile phone is challenging to put these things in group, because on the mobile phone you don't have group, you don't have a control. So it's a challenge while using mobile phone on how to group this. Once you select all the questions, just click on this group to create the group. So this will have created another group here. So here is where you go to your baseline and copy the title of this group, which is section 2, current practices and technology. Then you paste here. And current practices and technology. So once this is done, then we proceed to the last section. This is section 2. I think we still have 2 more. So we have section 2, we have section 3, but at least we have understood how to create these questions. So this question is also structured, and this is asking about market access. So it's still the same thing. So we will not repeat these ones. So if you want to use this, then you can complete this part. So we can go to gaps and challenges, maybe gaps and challenges, because these are open-ended questions. So we can put this as part of this. So we can put this, but I will give you the task you have. I want you to do the same for this. This is your assignment for today. So on the same, just you'll add this section 3. So let's go to section 4. Section 3 is the same thing. So let's go to section 4. So section 4 is about challenges and gaps. So we start from 4.1. The single biggest challenge. So it is asking in your own words. So we copy this, go to the baseline, click on the plus symbol here, we paste our question, we click on add. So in your own words means that this answer, this type of question will be in your own words, this type of a question will be
Text.
Text. It will be text. Okay, it will be text. So you click on text. So that's what we'll do for all the other open-ended questions. All the other open-ended questions will be text. So that's what you do all other open-ended questions. Okay. Even that will apply to these ones as well. So once you have that, I think that's just the same thing, the same question. So just repeat this as part of our assignment. You'll just repeat repeat, and then create the two last groups. Now, I want us to look at other type of questions that are not covered in that documentation. Suppose we want to know, so we talked about select many, we have examples on test, we have number, decimal, date, and time. So date is able to capture, let's say we wanted to collect the date of birth. So I'll just go to the top here. Instead of asking about the age of a person, I can ask their date of birth, but let's just add this as a question here so that we collect both. However, it's not recommended because this will be like a duplicate of a question. Date of birth. Once I know the date of birth of someone, I'm able to know their age. However, we are just using this for illustration. So just click on date, and that will be a date question. You see? Okay. If you want to capture things like time, you can also add the time question is also there. But if you want to capture date and time, then you select date and time. This means you collect them as one field. If you want to know the map of a farmer, you click on this point. So here is, this means you are recording the location of the farmer or the location of the farm. Record your current location. This is picking the geographical location, the coordinates, latitudes and longitudes of the farmer, where they are located. So we'll preview and see how this looks like. Another important type of a question, this is point, this is a photo. Maybe you send enumerators to the field, you ask someone to upload a photo with the farmer or the photo with the farm photo, or upload a farm photo. Upload your farm photo. So this is if there's no enumerator. If there's an enumerator, then you can ask the enumerator to share the photo with the farmer, the photo of the farm, and the photo of the farmer. Photo with the farmer, photo of the farm, photo of the photo with photo with the photo of the farmer. So for the data validation, you need to ensure that the enumerator really reached the farmer really has the farm, and the farmer really exists. So photo of the farmer, photo of the enumerator with the farmer, and the photo of the farm. So you upload your photo. Yeah. Then that's important type of a question where you can upload a photo. If you have an audio, maybe there's a recording, maybe they were using their own recording, or they want to just upload either an audio from already a phone, someone recorded their own interviews with the phone, you want them to upload here, you click on this audio. So in this audio is where someone is able to capture their sound, record their sound, or they can upload also their storage. See? Then we have a video. If there is a video also, you can use the camera to record the video, or you can upload the video from the storage as well. You can also capture some videos. Okay, very powerful type of questions. Line, this is just a line. Record a line. So let's just preview what line is. Preview. Just wait a few, based on the strength of the internet. Lord. However, the good thing with Kobo Toolbox is that you can even fill the forms without internet, guys. So that's what makes it more interesting, that you can even record data from remote areas. Now you can see my location. If I click on this, detect current location, it will automatically fill these details with my current location. You see? When you just click here, only that I'm in the preview mode, so that's why. But it will be able to capture my current location because it will ask me to enable the geolocation. Upload the photo with the farm photo. When I click here, I will be asked to upload the photo. Only that I'm in the preview, and you can see I'm able to upload a photo. Use the camera to record a microphone. Yes, you can record a microphone here as well. You can be able to either upload a recorded audio or a recorded video. But if you're using a laptop, you cannot be able to record directly from there. But you are able to upload what you have recorded. If you're using your phone, you'll see options to directly record or to directly video record or directly audio record. So this is a line. So a line is maybe you are moving. You are moving around the farm to measure the size of the farm. Then you can use record a line as one of your fields to also pick or capture your dimensions. Capture your dimensions. That's what line does. So apart from just collecting the GPS, you can collect the area of the farm by just telling the enumerator to walk around the farm. So that's how powerful that is, especially in data collection, and you want to validate the data. That is it. If you want some QR codes, collect some QR codes, then you can collect QR codes using this. Use the camera to scan a barcode. So you just use the camera to scan the barcode, and that's it. So these ones are not every type of a question you can use it in. Depends with the scenario that you are using. So add question. Knowledge acknowledgement. This means that this is like a consent. You acknowledge that the answers you have provided are to the best of your knowledge. Just acknowledgement. That is it. It's just a checkbox to confirm that you acknowledge that you want to take part of this survey, or you submit this data is correctly filled, so you can use this acknowledgement. It's like a consent. Okay. Area also works like a line. So for the area, it will not be like a line, like maybe just a straight line or something. So this one will be like an area of a place, a rectangle, a square, trapezium. So this one captures your area. As you walk, it is also able to capture your movement. This one captures the line. This one captures your movement. So they all depend on the geo point. Depends on the geolocation. So they will all capture the longitude, latitude, and that's what will be used in that perspective. You can see the area also captures that. Then it picks the pentagon, polygon. It picks the polygon. So based on area, then you close. Once you move, after your movements, you close. So you can put some dots. These dots means that you took a bend. This one you add, you took a bend, you took a bend, you took a bend, and so on. And you can see the acknowledgement. So someone just acknowledges by clicking here. That means that they acknowledge you to be part of this, let's say, submission, be part of the survey. Okay. So then you click on this plus symbol, you can add a question. So we have seen this, we have seen rating somewhere. We want to see the question matrix, the matrix question. So the question matrix, these are questions that expect, just the way we had the one for rating, they also work like the same. Just put here a general question, a general comment, and then here, under row is where you put the question. Under row, you put the question. Under row, you put the question. You put the label, just the way we did for the other side. Yeah. And then columns, you put, if the column is like also very good. So it makes it a matrix. But now the view, let's just try here one of a matrix question. Matrix question. Which can be the best matrix question? Okay, let's say maybe some terms. Let's say sometimes maybe the level. How best do you understand the following terms? How best do you understand? Do you understand the following terms? So you see here is where you choose the type of the response, the type of question. Either if you expect a number, if you expect a select one, or if you expect a select many. So let's say you expect a select one, then you put the label. You put the label here. This label is used just to be able to identify this column. However, these are actually kind of advanced type of questions. From the previous class we had, I just want you to go to the list and familiarize yourself about. You see, we have been selecting one by one, but I showed you where you can know which are all these types of questions doing. So you can look for matrix question. Barcode question matrix. Create a group of questions that display a matrix format. That's what it's just doing, creating a group of questions that display a matrix format. And I told you, let's say we were using Gemini. Let's go to Gemini and ask Gemini to give us a matrix question from our fish farming questionnaire. You see, here's where we developed our questionnaire. So let's ask Gemini, provide us with a matrix question in COBOL. Question type. For this baseline in COBOL toolbox. So you see, this is how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. Let's say you have a question. Please evaluate the following essential inputs required for your fish farming operation. So this is the question that will go to the question area. See? So you copy this, go to your COBOL toolbox. That is what will be here at the top here. Please evaluate the following essential inputs required for your fish farming operation. Okay. I will copy this and have it in the WhatsApp so that it is easier for all so you to use it in this documentation at the very bottom. So we'll just have it down here. Okay. So this is the matrix question. So as you see, let's say you are talking about quality fingerlings or seeds. These are what we call fingerlings. What is it about the availability? Are they available? Are they sometimes? You see, now it's a matrix. Again, the same question you are asking about its accessibility. Is it easy to access? The same thing. Again, perceived quality. Is it of high quality? Is it of medium quality? The same thing, but assessing different things at the same time. So this is how the matrix question looks like. So if you select to provide this details for column 1, that means you select availability. You go to the baseline. You see we selected 1 here. We come here to the label of this column. we talk about its availability. Yeah. So this availability, we start by coming back to the baseline. We take now the first entry, which is always available. So you copy always available. That is what is this label. Then you come here. These options, these ones are the data column names that will be given in where the data will be stored. So it should not worry you, but you can have this there, but these are just for storing the data. You come here to the label, another label, option 2 is sometimes available. So you copy sometimes available, come to the baseline, put here under option, click on add. Then you come here, you provide the details. Next one is rarely available. Rarely available, you copy, come here, rarely available, add. This one is not available, not available. So you copy this, come here, you paste. It was about the first column. So this is the first column. What is the row name? So once we are done with that, so we are done with this availability. So this column will be called availability, and these are the choices that will be there in the availability. So we go to the row to give the name, the question. So go to settings here, you put the label here. So the label is what you will go and collect this first question, which was quality of fingerlings. So you come here, this is what will be the label for this particular. You see now? Now in the second column now, second column is where we can talk about accessibility. So this is also select one. And then here under you come to the baseline again. You can now take access. Copy access. Go to the baseline, that's here. Repeat the same thing for what we did for the availability. So you come here to the label again. To the label, you put this easy to access. Put easy to access here. Easy to access. And then you go to difficulty to access. You copy this difficulty to access. You paste here. You add the plus symbol again. You come back here. Select not accessible. Select not accessible. Not accessible. Like that. You go to the last one. So this one's, you see now this one is another category. This one is another category. So when we click back here on settings, we are able to see we are rating still the same thing. This is matrix. And then we can add another column here, last column. We click on these settings. Under text, we switch to select one. Here, we will provide perceived quality. Copy. Go to the baseline survey. Paste here, perceived quality. Come here to the label. On the label is where you now provide, is it of high quality? And the label is where you provide this of high quality. Medium quality, low quality, and not applicable. You come here to the baseline, copy not applicable, and paste here. Once you're done, you click on these settings to go back. This was about quality of fingerlings. Once you're done with that, you can still go to the baseline and go to the second thing. The second thing is about commercial pelleted feeds. So you see, they're still using the same column details with the different questions. So this one makes it easier. We will not be repeating this. We will just be providing these ones as new rows. So we go to our baseline, just add here to add a new row. And then this new row, we just rename it. You see, it has already copied everything from the above. So just to settings, we just rename it here. That way. So it's good also to give this prefix if you want, so that your data, where it's going, it's easier to relate. Just click on this plus symbol again for you to add. Of course, when you are done, you click on this settings icon to minimize. Then you come here, and then you also go to the baseline survey again. You copy this anti-disease treatments. Disease treatments. And you click on these settings buttons. You do this. Once you're done, you click on these settings button again. So we can preview this, our matrix, and see how it looks like. And then you will, of course, now use the remaining time to come up with your matrix here. I'll just show you here. So you'll do this here. The other things you'll do them at home. But now that you have your laptop, so we will use yours. So you will be the one who will be creating that. So you can see how it comes out. So please evaluate the following essential input required for your fish farming on availability, access, and perceived quality. So this, is it available? Is it? I think we can save this and publish our Kobo and see how our Kobo looks like before. So we have saved this. I have closed where I had saved it. So if I want to deploy, just once I save and click on the close close icon, I'll see this deploy. Here's where I can deploy my form for people to have access to it. So you can see here it's saying it's deploying, and it has successfully deployed this form. So currently, all submissions on this form will require like a username. Let me just copy this and let's go to let me say just open here, no problem. You can just open it here. So this is the survey that we have created. So this is the web version, but Kobo Toolbox usually have even the mobile application on the form. So on Thursday, we'll be learning how we can download the Kobo Toolbox on our phone and configure it. That's on Thursday, our last class. So you can see I'm being asked to allow my location because remember my form is collecting locations, these ones. So I have to allow my GPS so that it can automatically detect this my location. So that it can automatically detect my location. Okay. You see, it's already detecting my current location. So once I just click on the location button, once I just click on detect current location, it will fill my current location GPS and coordinates here. See, automatically has detected and filled all this location with an accuracy of these meters. If this is not the best, but of course this 200 meters is close. However, while using the mobile phone is usually even more accurate. So you usually wait until it relaxes. It usually do some measurements here and there. This one requires you to start walking, and this is recording. This is a line. So you start walking, you walk, you capture, you walk, you capture, you walk, you capture. So that's how it usually, that one works. So we'll remove, of course, these questions as they do not relate currently. And then we have the area also works more or less the same. Also detect. You fill this information. Come here. You detect. Fill that information. Come here. You detect. Fill that information. And so on 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 and so on. Okay. Then once you are done, you close your polygon. Once you close your polygon, for me, I have not moved anywhere. So it will say 0 meters square. Because I haven't changed my location. So this is a polygon because it's an area. This other one is a line. That's the difference. This is an area, this is a line. Lines don't meet, so it's not a polygon. So this one is a polygon which can capture any area. Then here you can now be able to respond on availability, accessibility of your whichever thing you are being evaluated. So this is how your baseline will look like. And now the good thing with the groups is that you can close questions that are related by just clicking on this. It closes all the questions that are in the same section. Even here, you can close this first section, close the second section. So that means these other questions are not yet in any group. Okay. So, yes. Now I give you this few remaining 10 minutes to create this matrix question, because this is the only difficult question to create. All the other ones are just the same. Just want to know if you've understood. So I want you to create this matrix question. Just come back to edit, and then just do that matrix question. Once you do the matrix question, the assignment you'll have as your takeaway assignment is to complete the other remaining sections on this document. Not these other, you can just capture the record your current location only, but don't include this other type of questions. So let's do that. So let's finish this. So maybe allow you to share your screen, and then I can guide you from there in case you need my support.
Okay.
It's happening. What's wrong with your device?
Single.
So proceed.
Okay. What was the question?
If the question, let me give you the question. So copy the question. Can you hide these sharing? Yes.
The right track.
Click on
the
settings button at the top.
Yes, but you are breaking.
Okay. Right now. Right now.
You are okay.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. So yeah. So let's go now to your Kobo. Go to your Kobo.
Okay. Niko hapo.
We've not seen yet. There we go. So ulikuwa ushaeka the availability, so you're on the next one. Yes, you are doing okay. You are fine. You're doing well. You're doing well. So just proceed. You're doing well. Just proceed. Can you click on the hide button? Can you see stop sharing and hide? I want you to click on hide, and then also this pop-up, you can close it as well. This pop-up for the meeting, you can also close it. It will not close you from the meeting, so that it doesn't hide some things we want to see. Yeah, that's okay now. So you can proceed and now create the column for the last one. Create the last one.
Next.
Yeah, you are right. Enda hapo kwa row alafu label ndio unaweka ile sasa A, B, C, D unaziweka hapo. You're doing well.
What's to add?
Yeah, you press on the plus symbol here. That will be able to add, you will be able now to add part B. Just press that plus symbol. You add.
Done.
Okay. So go to your Kobo. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, your last column inafaa ionyeshe last column ile ya access inafaa ionyeshe kitu hapo. So you need to click on settings. Hiyo the last column alafu we replace what is there. The last column is availability, access, then the last one before you go to preview.
Here.
Just a minute, I wait for your window to change. Just a minute, I wait for your window to change. Hello. Nimetaka ubadilishe hiyo, unaona hiyo column kule on your hiyo, click hiyo settings button, hiyo icon ya settings, hiyo last column, then you want you to edit that column to there is something that you've left. Ile iko juu ilikuwa inajiita iko juu kabisa, ile column, the last column. Hiyo perceived quality. Perceived quality, yes. Perceived quality. Okay. Yeah, so that is it. That is it. That is it. So you can save. I think you had already saved.
Yeah.
Once you save, I want you now, as part of the assignment, remaining part, finish the remaining parts. So this is section 5. You need to create it. Oh, you created it. You created it inside section. Yeah, is it outside or inside? It's outside. It needs to be outside, not inside. So you drag it, put it outside. It's not part of. Is not part of section 3. So just put it outside. Just drag and it will be outside. So you will need to add here section 4 and section 3 questions. Right. And now when we meet tomorrow, I will check that you have done that correctly. And then
section 5 on section 4.
Yeah. Yeah, section 4 and section 3. Did you? Yeah.
I had a question on challenges and gaps.
Yeah, you don't have to put those.
Naenda tu kwa question direct ama naenda kuweka hii
unaenda tu kwa the question direct. You just go to the question directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome. So that is it. That is it. So let's do that. 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 And once we do that, so we meet tomorrow. We check if our forms are okay, and then you can deploy. You can deploy your form by tomorrow, so that you can share with like 2 people or 3 to answer. And then from there, we'll see how the data will come in. And then now on Thursday, we do the mobile configuration, and we also check on the responses that the 3 people have provided, how they look like when they come back to Kobo Toolbox. And that will be it. Yes. So thank you so much, Marcy and Hadadi, for joining today's session. So let's work on the assignment and let's meet, God willing, tomorrow, so that you can be able to progress from there. Otherwise, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye. Mercy, hope you seen something.
Yes, I've been able to see. I'll make sure tomorrow I've done the assignment on the laptop, then I'll show you guys.
Yeah, that will be wonderful. So you'll just follow the Word document, put everything together, and then from there you will show us tomorrow, and then we deploy together tomorrow, and then we you can share with 2 friends or 3. They just fill in some dummy data, and then on Thursday, God willing, we will be checking on the results, how that data is coming into Kobo. Thank you and enjoy your evening.